All right, everyone. So on your phone, you're gonna go to your Everfit app. You should have downloaded it. You will have received an invitation to create your account, download the app, and then you're going to click on it. It's gonna open up, right? It's gonna say, it's gonna welcome you, and then you're gonna see this. So you have at the bottom, you're gonna see four tabs. The today, right? You're gonna see the today tab at the bottom. You have the coaching tab, the inbox, and the you. So we're gonna go through these tabs so you guys understand how to move around and how to navigate the app. So when you hit today, it's either gonna say you have a workout or you have a rest day, right? And a lot of my clients are like, today's a rest day, and it just means sometimes I just forgot to add a workout, but that won't be happening anymore. But again, those are the options you're gonna have. So if you do have a rest day, like if you're following the strength program, you only get 4 workouts per week. But if you're following a hybrid athlete or a muscle building program, you're gonna have 7 workouts per week. So when you see this, right? Let's say for example, so today it says that for me, I have a snatch focus workout. I do the Olympic lifting version of the workouts, and I do have an Olympic lifting version of every system. So if that interests you and you want to do Olympic lifting, by all means, just ask me and I will give you that. But so let's say, for example, now I'm going to click on coaching. So when I click on coaching, you're going to see training, right? You're going to see tasks if you have any tasks. But when you click on the calendar up top, we see a check mark, the numbers. When you click on that, you're going to see your whole week, all the workouts for the week, all right? So for the most part, you're going to have 7 workouts. And so yesterday I did a back squat workout, and you can see it took me an hour, 21 minutes to finish, and I'm doing the strength version at this moment. I'm not doing hybrid athlete or muscle building. I'm doing strength, and it's a strength with the Olympic lifting included. Now, so I get all these workouts per week. All right, so today I'm supposed to snatch today, and if I want to change the order, let's say I want to do something else today, right? So you got 2 options. So let's say, for example, okay, you know what? I'd rather do deadlifts today, or I'd rather do push press. So on Saturday, it says I'm supposed to do push press on Saturday. So if I click on Saturday, all right, it's going to take me to the push press workout. Now, I'm not supposed to do it until Saturday, but if I click up top next to the little settings wheel, that little calendar looking thing, that's a shift your workouts, right? So if you click on that little calendar tab up top, right, you can reschedule the workout. So this schedule is workout for Saturday. Do you want to move it to today, right? So you can. So I can move it to today, and on the app it's gonna move to today. So now I'm gonna get the option to start the workout. Okay. Now if I go back, now you're gonna see it. It's on Tuesday, so I have a push press workout and I have a snatch workout. If I click on that little arrow up top next to the little circle, right? So if I click on the left to right arrow, right above Saturday or Sunday the 30th, right? So if I click on that little arrow, right, I can move the workouts around. So let's say, for example, let's say now I want to do snatch on Saturday. I click on the little hamburger symbol, right, on the right side. I hold it, and then I can drag the workout to Saturday, right? So I can move the workouts around however I wish. Now, I put the workouts in such a way to, I put it in such a way that I feel is the most optimal for you, okay? So whenever you see your workouts, your 7 workouts, it's the optimal order that I have for you. Now, if you have a different workout week, that's where it makes sense for you to shuffle the workouts around. But if you don't have to shuffle them around, don't try to do it the way exactly the way that I put it on the schedule. Now, workouts, right? So when I click on a workout, let's say the push press workout, right? I'm gonna do it today, and I hit start workout. Okay. So what happens is you're gonna get a video of what equipment to use. All right. So if you're at a gym, it's going to show you what machine to use for that workout, right? So for example, you go here Let's say you're going to go to a commercial gym, you're going to use that machine or something similar, something that's very similar that you can load easily, right? But now if you want to do a push press, I have an example of a push press workout, right? So as long as you know how to push press, you can go ahead and push press, right? And then we also have a push jerk, right? So it doesn't matter which one you decide to use, right? Just right, pick one, and then be consistent with it. Now, if you want to try something different, let's say 1 week you want to do push jerk, the other week you want to do see the shoulder press, then you do it, right? Now, at the bottom you're going to see your sets. So set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5, 6. There's 7 sets. Again, this is my strength version of my workout. So you're going to start with the first 3 are going to be warm-up sets, okay? And then on the 4th set, right? And on the 4th set, you're going to start your working sets. So we have what are called warm-up sets, and then you have what are called your working sets. In hybrid and muscle building, usually your first 2 or 3 are going to be warm-up sets, right? They're going to feel light. And then you're going to see a huge jump, right, from one set to another. Do not be concerned with that, okay? It just means that you went from a warm-up to a working set, right? So for strength, on the strength program, right, the first 3 are warm-ups, and then the 4th set is where we start the working sets. And the way the system works, right, is that every time that it tells you how much weight to do, how many reps to do, and how much weight you do is based on your 1 rep max. So if you know your 1 rep max, you're going to tell me that on your coaching session, your 25-minute coaching session. If you don't know your 1 rep max, I'm going to give you basically a beginner, a beginner number, and then it's your job to figure out whether it's easy, hard, or you're not able to do it, right? And if it's easy, the way I explain it is like, let's say for example, the first 3, the warm-up sets, you don't care about it being easy. It's supposed to be easy. So let's say you do set 1, you hit the check mark. Now you have a little break. You have a 1-minute break to switch your weight and then go to your set number 2. All right. So once your break is over, you're going to go ahead and do set number 2. Once you do set number 2, it's going to give you another break. Now, I don't recommend you ever skip breaks. The breaks that I give you are the minimum amount of breaks that you need. You cannot do less. Do not take a shorter break than what I give you. You can take more. You can add an extra 30 seconds. You can add an extra minute, right? You can add as much time as you want, but do not take less than what I give you, all right? So now, can you skip the timer? Yes, so we're going to skip the timer just for this sample, right? So now your set number 3 is going to be 136. Now, now since these are percentages, you're going to have weird numbers like 109, 136, 199. But machines usually go up by 5s, by 10s, by 15s, and it'll tell you what the weights are. So you're going to choose the weight that's closest to whatever number I give you. So let's say, for example, instead of 82, right, you're going to do 80, let's say. You're going to round, right, up or down, the way you know how to round. Now, instead of 109, we're going to go 110, right, depending on what the machine has. Then you're going to go 135. Then we're going to go 200. All right. And then you hit the check mark, right? Whenever you finish a set, you hit the check mark. All right. Now you got 200 times 6. Hit the check mark. Now, let's say, for example, we get to your first working set, 200 pounds, right? And it says 6 reps. And let's say it's your first time, you don't know your 1 rep max. Because if you know your 1 rep max, that 200 times 6 is going to be challenging. And that's what we want. We want the sets to be challenging. But let's say, for example, you don't know your 1 rep max, and I just tell you, okay, I want you to do 200 times 6, right? And you do 200 times 6, and you're like, man, that was easy. I could have done 10, right? Go for 10. Do 10 reps, right? And right, so you can do 260. Let's say it was easy, right? You hit your check mark, you go easy. Oh, that was easy. And next I got 210. So if 206 was 200 times 6 was easy, 210 is probably going to be easy. You know what? I'm going to try to do 8. And you go for it, right? And you get 8. You're going to put 8. All right? Boom. Check mark. At the end of your workout, okay? At the end of your workout, if you do 210 times 8, you're going to get a summary of what you did. And the app tells you what your 1 rep max is. You like what for that set based on your effort. All right? So if you can do more than what the app tells you, the app is going to update your 1 rep max. Okay? And once it updates your 1 rep max, the next time you do the workout, the same exercise, you're going to have new numbers, right? Because you're stronger. All right? And that's what we want. We want to get stronger. So yes, I give you how many reps you should be doing. And if it's challenging, you're right where you need to be. But if it's easy, I want you to do more so that you can improve and get better. So you're never going to work backwards. You're always going to hit your peak. You're always going to be at a minimum, but you can always do more. All right. So after you do all your sets, then you have your supersets, your circuits. In hybrid, right, we have usually 4 or 5 exercises plus a cardio component. All right. In muscle building, you're going to have just exercises. You're not going to have a cardio component. The cardio component, you do it at the end of your workout. So you're going to do whether it's going to be an easy walk, an easy run. You can go to the Stairmaster. You can do whatever machine you want. And I'll give you a recommendation of how much cardio you need to do depending on whether you're cutting or you're in maintenance or you're building muscle. So, but for strength training, there is no cardio component, right? So that's something that will give you extra. And but in hybrid, you do have it within the workout. You're gonna have a cardio component, and I'm gonna give you which machine. You get the option on which machine to use, and it's gonna tell you how much of the machine to use, right? How many minutes or how many calories you're going to do. You'll learn to do that, right? And then every workout, every exercise has a quick video demonstrating what the exercise is. So let's say, for example, the banded victory raise, right? This is the victory. If you have bands, you're going to do the banded victory raise. If you don't have bands, you're going to have an option. If you click the little arrow next to the name, banded victory raise, you can do, instead of doing the banded, you can do a dual dumbbell front raise, all right? And if you do the dual dumbbell front raise, then you're going to do, you know, it's a drop down front raise, all right? So I'll give you ideas. I'll give you different ideas of different exercises, different options. And then the same thing goes for the individual exercises where I tell you 10 reps. I'll give you a range, 10 to 20. If you can get 20, you should be using a higher resistance, all right? Or more weights, right? A higher weight. But, right? And then if there's exercises you can't do, then, you know, do your best to find an alternative, right? And again, as long as you are consistent with what you do, you're okay. You can add workouts as you wish, right? And then depending on your level, you'll see the workout. So for like the general, if you're doing a 14-day challenge and you're doing the general weight training program, you're not gonna have kipping handstand push-ups. You're not gonna have muscle ups or anything like that, right? And you will have more options of exercise to do. So so that's, and then at the end of your workout, right? So then after every, so you have your sets, right? Superset 1, superset 2, 3, 4, right? At the end of every single set, right? You hit the check mark. Let's say you did 10 reps, 8 reps. You hit the check mark. You're gonna get a 4-minute break. You take your 4-minute break, and then you start on your superset 2, right? So in the circuits, right? Let's say, for example, in the circuits, you're not gonna have breaks in between sets. So if I click the check mark here, I'm not gonna get a 4-minute break. I'm not gonna get a 4-minute break. I'm not gonna get a 4-minute break. You're gonna get a 4-minute break at the end of your circuit. Okay. Now for strength training, I'm doing things a little bit different. All right. For strength training, we're gonna add an extra set over here, and then I'm gonna add break period at the superset here, so you're gonna have a break period here. If, let's say for example, it tells you 3-minute break or 4-minute break, you can skip the break and do your circuit. If you want to do like more of the athletic type strength training, but if you just want to focus on one exercise and just focus on just that one exercise, then you can just take the full break and go to the next superset 2, go to the next superset 3, and if you want to do your circuit at the end, right, just all the exercises for the circuit without the main lift, then you do that. All right, so I'll explain that in the type of workouts videos, so you can. All right, so you're gonna see in the description below, you're gonna see suggestions of other videos to watch, right, in case you have any additional questions. At the end of your workout, you swipe to end the workout. It's gonna tell you, hey, congratulations, you finished your workout, right? And it's gonna summarize. It's gonna give you a summary, right, of everything you did. So let's go through a summary. Let's say yesterday, right? So it's gonna congratulate you, and then you're gonna see a summary right here. So for me yesterday, right, when I did my back squat, right, I got up to so you can see the 1 rep max. The 1 rep max you see for the warm-ups, 169, 216, 260, again, those are my warm-ups. And then on my working sets, you're gonna see they're very close to each other, but they're about 400 pounds. So yesterday, my average for 1 rep max was about 400 pounds, so I did 345 times 4, 355 times 3, 365 times 3, 375 times 2, right? And so this was my workout yesterday. And then I have here the circuits, right? And it'll ask you, how was your workout? So if you want to rate your workout, let's say if it was easy, simple, whatever. So for me, it was challenging, right? It wasn't hard, but again, I had taken a week off, so it's kind of like I was just getting back into it. So I kind of like did a little bit less than what I normally do. But again, this is how it works. It's going to summarize for you. If I would have done 365, let's say times 10, my 1 rep max here would have been like 500 pounds. And if it's a new 1 rep max, the next time I do my next workout, the warm-up is going to be like 160, 200, because I'm stronger. So everything's going to go up, all right? So again, guys, I hope this video helps in understanding how the system works, right? Another thing that you can that I want you to see, right? So when you're working out, let's say, for example, every workout, let's say seated shoulder press. If you hit that little, the little reverse arrow, counterclockwise arrow, with the little check mark and the little asterisk, whatever that is, the little check mark, next to the little chat thing. If you click on that, it'll give you a history of everything you've done in the past. So let's say, for example, it says here that my 1 rep max for the push press on this day was 253. All right. So let's say I'm on my next workout. I'm like, okay, for set 4, which is my true set, I did 200 times 6. You know what? Last week I did 200 times 6. So today I'm gonna try 210 times 6, or I'm gonna try 200 times 8. That's how you know. That's how you push yourself. You look at your past, and then you try to beat it. All right. Now you only beat it if you feel like you can beat it. If you feel like, oh my God, I don't feel like I'm stronger, then do exactly what the program says. But let's say after 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna want to push yourself a little bit more, right, to see if you can hit a new 1 rep max. All right. So that's a pretty cool feature, and that goes for every exercise. So even bend over triceps, right? I hit the check mark. So I know that the next workout, I did 25 pounds. So this time I might want to do 30 pounds for 15 reps. Or I might want to do 25 times 20. All right. Normally, again, you want to stay within the ranges. So if you're like the 15 rep range usually is endurance, and I want you to go heavier. Usually when you can get 15 at a comfortable effort, if you can do at least 15, I want you to go up in weight. So because I want you to get stronger. I want you to stay within the rep range that I give you, and I want to make sure if I tell you 6 to 10, I want you to stay within that 6 to 10 rep range, and whenever you can surpass the higher end of the range, I want you to go heavier. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and that's how you get stronger. That's how you get better, and then everything gets saved and every month, every week, every workout, you're gonna get better and better and better and better and better. All right. And again, guys, real quick, the way the workouts are laid out, right? The way the workouts are laid out is you always have a main lift. So back squat is usually going to be a back squat. That's going to be your main lift plus additional exercises for the circuits. The push press, that's your main lift plus additional workouts for the circuits. Not only chest or bench press, that's the main lift. So you always have a main lift plus a bunch of circuits, right? Plus a bunch of exercises to complete the circuit. But the main lift is where we build the muscle, where we get stronger. The additional exercises are more for athleticism, and movement patterns and things like that, rehabbing, etc. But again, if you have any questions, guys, go to my Instagram. You can also on my Instagram you can see me doing workouts, right? So let's say, for example, let's say the last workout that I did. Let's go to a workout. So let's say, for example, this workout, right? I started with the front squats, right? From the front squats. So again, I already had done all. This is more like the hybrid workout, and you can see that, right? So I do the squat, which is the main lift, followed by the 4 or 5 exercises, right? And then at the end of the 4th or 5th exercise, I take a 4-minute break, and then we do it all again. So right, so every workout, right? You start with the main lift, you do 4 or 5 sets, and then you go into the main lift plus the circuit, okay? And every workout works the exact same way. So that was a front squat workout, right? This is the deadlift workout. Oh, actually, this is a clean workout. This is more of an Olympic lifting workout. So, all right, so I do the clean and jerk, all right? And then from there, boom. Okay, so these are just cleans. I think these are just clean. Let's go through a deadlift workout. Boom. Start with the deadlift. All right. I think this is, sometimes I just post the main lift. Sometimes I post the entire workout. But, boom. So you did, boom, the main lift. Then one of the exercises. All right. So the high pulls. Okay. And then the band walks, all right? So make sure you get some equipment, guys. I'm going to give you a recommendation of equipment you're going to need, all right? And then the heavy jump ropes, all right, single. So that's a full workout, right? So you start with the main lift plus the circuit, etc. So on my Instagram, guys, you can go follow me on Instagram, right? Fitness Adaptations, and I'm usually posting all my workouts. So whenever I work out, you guys can come in. I usually whatever workout of the day it is. That's what I do, right? Unless I'm doing the Olympic version. But I usually post, most of the workouts are on here that you're going to be doing, right? And I'm also going to start doing some more, I'm going to start doing, what do you call it? More explanations about workouts later on. But for now, we only have like just quick glimpses of what a workout should look like. And again, I just want you to do your best. If you can't mimic a workout completely, you feel uncomfortable, do something that you know how to do that's easier. And if you can get a coach, if you can get a private 25-minute session and you got questions about an exercise, or you want me to cue you and teach you how to do something, get a 25-minute session, get a 50-minute session. We can go through all the techniques that you want or that we have time for. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps. And if you guys have any questions, again, come to my Instagram or come to our Instagram, ask questions, and we'll answer it as best as we can within, as fast as we can. Other than that, guys, again, I'll see you on the next video.